Kajiado Highway, this is a very interesting and good property to invest in, especially if you're looking to start your family here. This is the Realtor, a program designed to enable you, our viewers, to get educated and have more information on the various properties available in the Kenyan market for you to make an informed decision. We'll be featuring various properties in the Kenyan market and also the people involved in coming up with these particular properties. Where do you want to put in your money when investing in property? This is the show to watch. Remember, you can contact us on the numbers available on your screen, as well as our social media handles to keep the conversation going.
My name is Farson Murithi Geshovi, CEO Pacific Great Investments, a company that deals with construction of affordable housing. In today's topic, we are discussing flat roofs, whereby we want to give our viewers the disadvantages and advantages of having a flat roof. One of the thing about flat roofs is that they are very practical. Their designs are very outstanding, and then again, if you get a good architect to design for you, mostly you find that the spaces that you get from the flat roof are more than somebody who is doing a normal housing. One is the space on the balconies, and then also the space on the rooftop, which can be used mostly for gatherings when you have visitors. So mostly when you do flat roof houses, you provide a staircase that goes up to the rooftop where you can have barbecue section, you can have social gathering areas. Another advantage of flat roof is they fit in your plots well, rather than doing the normal housing, because you find sometimes you get plots which are squeezed next to each other, and when you do a roofing house, you find that the water can be going to the neighboring houses. Another advantage of flat roofs is the aesthetics. That is the outlook of the same house. So basically we get a lot of good designs on the same. Another thing that people also get a misconception about flat roof is the costing, because you find most people think flat roofs are very expensive. I would like to bust that myth that flat roofs are not that expensive. The only cost difference comes because of the waterproofing, the way you do them. Because again, when you're constructing a flat roof, you need to get somebody who knows about waterproofing on the rooftop, where we have different options of waterproofing. You can do waterproofing with tiles, you can do waterproofing with terrazzo, and then the last thing you can do is what we call top seal, which is a new technology on the flat roof. Then again, also you need to have good levels so that you can be able to drain your water well. Then from there, the other downside is you cannot harvest water from a flat roof house. That's one of the downsides that you get from a flat roof construction. But if you have enough water from other sources, flat roof will be able to fit on the same. Another advantage of flat roof is whereby when you want to do your gardens, you can decide to do a garden on top of the house. Again, you can also be able to do gardens even on your balconies. Another thing that we also encourage people to do for flat roof is the way the house is designed, because most of them they fit as a block or as a square, rather than where you have normal houses which fit in different shapes and different aspects. In hot areas, like let's say when you want to invest in Kitengela, you want to invest in Kajiado County, you want to invest in Machakos County, flat roofs are also very good because mostly they are heat resistant. That's why we find flat roofs are there are very many projects that are done in coastal regions, and even when you travel maybe to Dubai and other areas, you find the flat roofs are done there because they are able to absorb the heat that comes to the house. So that's another advantage of the flat roofs. So what I would advise viewers today, if you want to do a flat roof, make sure that the height of the house is above normal. Let's say because most Kenyans do houses within 10 courses. For our flat roofs that we build, we make sure that they go to a minimum of 11 courses because of the design that we put on the gypsum and everything. Another thing that you need to consider also, you need to consider the area that you are doing the flat roof. Like if you do a flat roof in an area that you are not able to, the water connection is a challenge. It also becomes a challenge for you as a client because you cannot be able to harvest water on a flat roof. Another thing that we want also to advise our viewers on flat roof is the way we do the windows. Flat roof comes in a design that you can be able to do what you call bay windows, or mostly referred to corner windows. They come very well about bay windows. Another thing is the sliding windows, like aluminium windows. They have a very nice outlook on the flat roof. We also advise people who are doing flat roof also to do maybe plastering on the whole house to get the aesthetics of the, let's say, the color and the coloring that you're going to use on that house. Another thing is that when you're designing the house, structurally, you have very many options to come up with different types of pillars, whether you want round pillars, you want box done pillars. And then again, another thing that you can also do is lighting. Natural lighting is also very important in flat roofs because mostly they come in a box like a profile. Then we also would want to say flat roof is the next big thing that is happening in Kenya. People are embracing flat roofs. Most of the houses that we are getting, even the design that we are getting from our customers, most of the people are going for flat roofs. So we should encourage anyone who would want to do flat roofs to go for flat roofs because it's the next big thing. On the same, the costing for doing a flat roof versus doing a normal roof, I would say the cost difference is determined by the type of finishes that the client wants, but mostly the cost increment is not more than 15%. But when you check the two cost variants, I would advise you can go for a flat roof because 15% is not a big margin. So let's say you're doing a house of like 5 million, the normal mansion you're doing for 5 million, a flat roof will exceed by around 300,000 to 500,000. So the cost difference is not that massive. The only challenge in construction is the methodology that people use. Because being in that business, I've seen people who want to construct, the first point of contact is your family members and their friends. So you find there is a lot of myth going around construction. And then in the process of finding information from either your close relatives or your close friends, you find that people either are given the wrong information. So what I would advise for the process to not to be cumbersome and not to have issues is you get a professional team to guide you on the same. Another challenge we face in construction is our local authority institutions that are able to harass our people when they do the construction. Even if you have all the letters, they come and harass you. The other challenge we get is also the road network to most of our sites. So we'd also urge the government to check on the infrastructure. This is a big problem because you find you're constructing a house maybe in Machakos County, you're doing it in Kitengela, but when it rains, you're not able to take your material to the site. So you have a very big challenge in transportation. Another challenge we are facing currently is now the cost of materials. Cost of materials is going very high. Every day we are getting changes in the way we build our customers. You find now if you had built like 4 million, by the time you finish that project, it's going to even 5 million. So that's another challenge. Another challenge is the team that you involve in construction. Construction mostly is an informal business whereby you deal with a lot of people who have not even gone to school, people who want to do things informally. So we get a lot of what we call preference on the same. So you have to be hands-on on your construction project because basically like when you buy quantities from when you get quantities from suppliers also can also mess the construction process. So what you need to do is to understand what quantities are you getting rather than buying things in bulk, because you find when you want to do construction, most people order things in lorries. But then again, forgetting that a lorry can come half empty, it can come 3/4 empty, it can come even with like less than 50% of the material that you ordered. So what you advise people to do when you order materials, you just don't buy materials per lorry. Get the quantities. There are people who can guide you on the same. Like sand, you have to get it in tonnage. Ballast, you have to get it in tonnage. When you're doing bulk stones, insist on getting them done in pieces rather than being done per lorry. So those are some of the challenges that we face daily. Another thing is the natural factors like weather. Sometimes weather can change when you are doing your construction, so you have no control about weather. And then again, another thing that also comes the challenge is the zoning by our local government. You find you did a project somewhere, then all of a sudden you are being told that there's a road which is passing in that area. So it becomes also a challenge. The other challenge is also the process of approval, which also takes a lot of time in different counties. There are some counties which are doing very well. but mostly we find a big challenge in getting approval processes because the longer approval process takes, even the customer gets even, I would say, gets even disturbed because they can take a month, 2 months, 3 months. Those are some of the problems that we face in the construction industry. When building, mostly I would say the way we are as a market, we are using most of the structural bit of the houses. People are using the local products. People have gone no shy of using what you call these new designed methods of construction. But I would say 90% of the construction that you see around are being done using local products. So the only area that I can advise somebody to get imported things is the finishes, depending now on the taste and preferences of the customers. But what I've seen also are those international guys who do surprise. Since the demand in Kenyan construction is very high, they have also been able to come in, bring their offices around Kenya, bring their factories in Kenya, and they're able even to produce those things around here. So we have found like tiles, we are getting them locally, but then again with the international standards. So you can go either route. It depends with your taste and preferences. My last tip on a flat roof, I would advise our people to try them because there are those myths about flat roofs. Get a professional who can be able to guide you through on the same. Another thing is to urge our local authorities from different counties, please work on the processes that we get our approvals during the shortest time possible. And then also, we also want to urge our government also to check on the infrastructure because one thing I believe, and that is my parting shot, every Kenyan, most of the Kenyans, like 70%, they have their plots. But then again, since we have very poor road networks, they are not able to access their land, they are not able to access their plots, and they cannot be able to build. And when they build, they consider the kind of traffic that they'll find when they go to their houses. So if we get good infrastructure, we know the agenda of the government of provision of affordable housing will be a thing of the past.
Love is friendship that has caught fire. It is the month of love.
When you're loved truly, every grain of your personality changes.
Ooh.
A great time to add more fire to your love life.
Why not have a journey before the climax rather than always thinking about the climax?
With great insights from our panelists.
It got to start during the day. Ikifika pale jioni, sasa flirting ndio inafika kilele. Yeah, that is when now you go for your beautiful dress.
And spice to your relationship. Only on the Garden of Eden. Every Wednesday from 10 p.m.
Right now we're joined by Diana from Chad, Africa, the developers behind these beautiful houses that you see behind me. She's going to give us more insight about this particular project. Welcome, Diana. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
It's a pleasure.
Please tell us more about this particular development. What was the thought process behind coming up with these particular units?
Okay, this is Acacia Premium Villas. As you can see, they're so beautiful houses. It's a project under Chad Africa. Chad Africa has had so many projects, and Acacia Premium Villas is one among them. Acacia Premium Villas is located like 800 meters off Nairobi Namanga Highway.
Quite a short distance for anybody who wants to live here, which makes it quite accessible.
Yeah,
what was
the road.
Sorry about that. What was the thought behind this particular design of the houses? As you can see, we have a box style of design.
Yeah, the main, what inspired us mostly was like, this is the modern idea for the latest houses. As you can see, like most of people prefer bungalows, but right now we have this, the flat roof idea,
Yes.
and that's what motivated us. Because most of the clients have been asking, why not this, why not this? Because we've done lots of projects, which all of them were bungalows.
Yes. So basically, the clients are demanding for this, away from the traditional roofing design houses.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the size of this house and the acreage that actually the house sits on?
The house sits on a 40 by 800.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's a 3-bedroom houses.
3-bedroom house.
The time we're going to see. So yeah.
With a master and suite, I
The
assume.
master and suite, and the other bedrooms they share the bathroom. Yeah.
And obviously we can see that we have cabro parking, or rather cabro paving of the roads, which provides some parking for the clients. How many cars can fit into this parking?
Cars.
2 vehicles.
Yeah.
Well, this is quite interesting, and we would like to know more about the houses. So kindly show us in, and let's see the rest of the house.
Sure.
Okay. Quite a strong door for the entrance and ensures security, right?
Yeah.
Wow, this is nice.
And so sitting room.
Quite spacious, I can see.
Yeah.
Ah.
Or you can even divide it to be dining here and the
It's in-
sitting area.
Yeah, it's enough for a couple of couches, maybe one corner for a dining table of some sort.
Yeah.
Ah, this is lovely.
Yeah.
Interesting again, quite an earthy feel when it comes to the tiles, the choice of the color.
Yeah. Same inspiration, earthy feel. And you can see the cabinets, the woody. Yeah.
Quite something and well designed. Tell me more about this particular pattern that I've noted on the, should I call it, on the middle part of the wall in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Is it to give it a break from the earthly tone?
Yeah. It's just part of aesthetics, doing something extra.
To make it, to make it, to give it that oomph.
Yeah.
All right, we have some granite on the top.
Yeah. You see, like most of our clients complain that the water and all that.
Yes.
With the wood, it gets dirty and all that, so we decided to
And
do
it absorbs the
something
water.
different. Yeah.
So the granite is a better option for
It's
that.
an extra washroom here. The main idea was like, instead, when you have your visitors,
Yes,
instead
when you
of
have
going,
guests.
upstairs,
Yes.
decide to put something extra, call it a common toilet.
A common toilet.
Yeah.
Another aspect that has caught my eye, the large window just right here behind us.
Yeah. When you're outside, you can see that it's going up to the rooftop.
Yes.
The is for the lighting, and also with the mirror, it's translucent. When
Yes.
you're inside, you can see someone is outside, but outside, you can see.
More security and
More
privacy.
security, yeah.
Quite interesting. So we'll start with the master bedroom.
You still have something here.
I think
Yeah.
quite a large space right here.
Yeah, this is the family room. When you feel like relaxing,
Yes.
you can put your couch here and the screen. Or even you can do a kabai here.
Or even alternatively, if you're an educationalist, you can do a shelf with a few books.
Or make it your office.
Or even make it your office.
Yeah.
Quite interesting and thoughtful for the future potential buyers of this particular unit.
Yes.
Yes. So let's discuss the common washroom for the 2 bathrooms.
Yeah, the common washroom. As you can see, has the sink,
Has a sink with a
mirror
mirror.
for the ladies, and also dudes. The washroom.
Yeah.
And
The shower itself
yeah,
with sliding glass doors.
yeah.
This is quite interesting.
And it's both hot and cold shower.
Both hot and cold shower.
Yeah.
Very nice. I can see the quality of the ceramics used for the, the bathroom are quite high.
Yeah. We go for quality.
You go
That's
for quality
Africa.
Of shelves.
Yeah.
So we can safely assume one is for the gentleman and the other one is for the
You see, this one is like the other bedroom, so
Yes.
it can be for kids, for guests.
Yes.
So you
Anyone.
can fold your clothes.
Yes.
Go there.
A large window again
Yeah, for the lighting.
for the lighting.
And you
Natural
also
light.
have a mirror. Don't
a
forget
mirror.
that.
For the ladies
For the
and
ladies
gents, of
and
course.
the gents.
So the wardrobes, same as the first bedroom we were at. So same design,
Yeah.
2 double wardrobes, spacious enough. Shoes here, a cupboard there.
Yeah.
Something quite interesting, the mirror is on the inside of the wardrobe.
Yes.
Different design, or what was the thought behind that?
Majorly, you see, you can put at the outside because of security. Like someone can hit herself during injuries and all that.
Especially assuming it is kids
it
who are
can
living
easily
here.
be damaged at the outside, so we prefer the inside at least closure.
All right.
If you see
Interesting.
if they're disturbing you, can lock from
The door.
inside. Because if you can see the door doesn't have a lock.
And the
from
latch is on the
inside.
outside.
Yeah.
quite interesting. And there's quite a wonderful view if the camera can just zoom in and look. We're not quite far from the main road, as you can see it from here, and quite a bit of traffic, which shows you there's quite a lot of people moving up to this particular part of Kitengela. Quite interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So where are we right now?
This is now the master
bedroom.
master bedroom.
Quite spacious.
Very spacious.
More than the other two bedrooms that we've been to.
Yeah.
And of course the wardrobes to ensure to reach the bedroom.
Yeah.
And triple the same size as the other ones. So we have 3 wardrobes in this.
You have 3.
So enough sockets on the wall for any accessories. You want to charge your phone while you're sleeping. Also, I can see we have an aerial socket. So if you have your own TV.
Screen here. Yeah.
All right. Large window again.
Large window.
Emphasis on light. Very nice. Very nice. The tiling is properly done as always. And of course, not forgetting the chandeliers for the side lights. 3 of them to be precise in this particular room.
Yeah.
So enough light.
So enough.
And enough warm light to tone down, the feeling in the room.
Yeah.
Very nice. Shall we have a look at the master washroom?
Yeah, the master is in suite. So here's the washroom.
It has its own unique washroom.
Yeah.
So quite spacious once again.
Yes.
We have the water closet right here. Good quality, as we spoke about it.
Yeah.
Fully functional.
Yeah.
The sink is right here.
Yeah, we have the sink here, the mirror.
Quite a view from here right now.
Yeah.
This is quite spectacular. We can see the major part of the town from here. We can see the main highway, that is the Namanga highway from here. And it's not quite a distance. We can even see school buses and a lot of traffic on this particular road.
Yeah, it's only 800 meters.
800 meters from the highway, a walking distance. So if you dropped by the public means on the main road, you can actually walk up to here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about amenities. I can see school buses, quite many of them passing here.
Yeah.
So a lot of amenities are close by, school buses, supermarkets and the rest.
Yeah, we have a lot of schools here. A
Uh-huh.
lot. Even Kitengela International School is just like
It's just here.
2 meters or 3 meters away.
All right.
Yeah.
So somebody who wants to take or is worried about their kids going to school,
Yeah.
forget about that. The school is just your neighbor right here and one of the best schools. All right, let's go now. Well, this has been quite an interesting property. And I must say it's value for money given the work that you guys have taken to ensure the type of standards that you have here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Diana. It has been a pleasure for you having us here. And we have, or rather, I'm sure our viewers have thoroughly enjoyed the show. Thank you very much. Hope to see you again on some different property in the future.
Thank you also for coming.
Yes.
I'm hoping to see you again.
All right. Well, there you have it, our viewers. This has been an exclusive view of Acacia Premier Villas right here on the outskirts of Kitengela. This is just the beginning of the journey right here on the Realtor with me, Karanja Daniel. Remember, you can give us your views, thoughts, comments, or even suggestions on this particular show through the numbers right below on your screen, or even through the social media handles that you see on your screen. Remember to keep it TV47.